Good afternoon. It is Thursday, July 2nd, and I have today's reading ready for you. And what I did is I used the Isis Oracle cards, and these are actually very beautiful cards. But the card I drew today is Divine Sun Child. And this is a really good message. I really like this one. And so this talks about allowing your life to flourish and allowing your own light to shine. Also, you want to be able to balance your inner divine femininity and inner divine masculinity. Now, this doesn't have to be, deal with whether we're a man or a woman. These are actual energies that we all possess, and we just want to make sure that we keep those in balance. And in this way, we can, allow more love into our lives. We can be more loving. We can, when we are balanced, we have more creativity. And also we can participate more in our own inner healing. And also this also has to do with speaking our truth. And I know for many people, speaking our truth can be a bit scary and a bit frightening, and oftentimes we don't do that. And I know that for me, for the longest time, I did not speak my truth, and I have a lot of truths. But for example, not only am I a Reiki healer, I'm also an intuitive. So that when I am with people, and if I have their permission, and I don't do this randomly, but only with permission, I can feel what their bodies are feeling. So if someone's in pain, like especially when I'm doing Reiki, I can, whatever pain they're feeling, whether it's emotional pain or physical pain, I can feel it in my own body as if it's my own. For example, I did a reading years back for a friend who, and they didn't tell me what was going on with their body, but I just felt this immense pain in my left shoulder, just like a burning, throbbing pain, and it was going all the way down my arm. And so later I asked about that, and they said, yeah, they had injured their arm cutting firewood, and they're a little concerned about having surgery, and they didn't want to because their other arm was incapacitated at the time. And another instance that I did Reiki for someone, and I felt just my jaw was throbbing and my teeth were hurting. And that person did tell me that they've been having problems, dental problems, and they were hoping not to have surgery, but that was quite an issue. And they're having a very difficult time with the pain. So I can feel that. I can sense that. I'm an empath, so I can feel energies very, very clearly. I can walk into a room and I can feel people. I can sense the energy of a room or any kind of situation. I can feel it. And also, and this is not something that I have shared with very many people, like only a couple, is that I'm also a channel. And so I get messages, I get downloads every day. I get energy almost probably 6 days a week. I will get energy surges, and to where my body is vibrating so high that I feel like I'm like floating off of the bed or with the chair and vibrating at a very, very, very high rate. And sometimes I will, and this is rare. This has happened a few times that I have actually heard voices. I have heard like there is someone in the room with me saying something to me. And usually it's just a few words, just like someone says like, okay, I need to pay attention to this because I can really, really hear this. And other times I will get symbols. So I'll have, it's probably several times a week, I have symbols downloaded. Now they're kind of symbols, they're glyphs. They're sometimes images of structures, things that I've never seen before. And so they are coming to me. So this happens every week, almost every day. I'm getting some kind of download or message. I am not at the point yet where I can actually translate the symbols or know exactly what they are, but I have been researching and still trying to work on that and figure that out. Or maybe when the time is right, it'll just all of a sudden click and I'll know. I don't know. It's kind of a mystery, and I'm okay with not knowing today or tomorrow. I'm sure that it'll make itself clear once in a while. But so there you go. There's a little bit of my truth, but back to this card. It's also a reminder that we do our best when we live authentically and with an inner harmony inside of ourselves. And also, we can also build a legacy, a spiritual legacy with balancing our inner energies and having a spiritual practice. Now, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about spiritual, and that could be anything to anybody, because we're all unique, and we all have our own ways of connecting with source or universe, or those of us who choose to. But this means that we also get to let go of our thoughts that something might be impossible or too hard or we're too limited, and we just get to throw those out the window, because that's not even an issue in reality. I mean, basically, we're all just like this. We're a hologram. This is all a hologram. It's all a game, and everything is what it is. And we get to play this game, and we get to decide how we're going to show up. And one way that we can show up is, well, besides speaking and living our truth and being authentic, is honoring our creative expression. And that could mean anything. That can be cooking, it could be painting, it could be art, it could be music, it could be writing, it could be anything. Anything can be creative. Even things that some of us might think of as are quite tedious or not so fun. Others might find that if it brings them alive. So whatever it is that whatever your art is. This is a reminder and a good time to honor that creative expression, and that will also bring you closer to realizing what your purpose is, if you don't know what that is. If you're still unsure, maybe you've decided you don't like the purpose or the journey that you're on right now, and you want to change directions, and that's perfectly fine. We always have free choice to do that. But so yeah, live your choice, be authentic, balance those energies, whether you do it through meditation or just a quiet practice, or however you decide to do that, and watch your life flow and grow and shine. If you would like to have card readings or pendulum readings or Reiki sessions, feel free to give me send me a message. You can send me an email or send me a message on Facebook or any social media that you are connected with me on, and we can set up an appointment and we can play around and see what comes up and what's in store for you, if you'd like to know. So let me know. And I think that's it. And I will talk to you tomorrow.